sometimes this looks a little sloppy being able to do it with just a couple trowels, but we found this to be the most effective way to get the putty on. We put a generous amount on it, let it sit down, let the excess come off, and then clean it off. But we want to make sure that this bond is perfect, that it's a solid bond between this hull and deck and this transom area where this engine's going to bolt through. Here's where he's sealing with 5200 the joint between the hull and deck to make sure no water intrusion gets in the hull. As he's cleaning this seal up, this isn't the only seal that we have. As this shoebox fit here, sealed up underneath, the foam that we're going to inject inside of this hull will come up through. We have a barrier to keep it from sticking to this part, but the foam will come up and adhere. This whole area right here will glue it all together, come up in and seal behind it, and it's a closed cell flotation, so it glues this hull and deck joint together and gives us a really good seal so we don't have any problem with water getting in. And covering this joint will be a rub rail, and that rub rail will be sealed also. Make sure that no water gets into this joint. So it's just the perfect way to seal it. Yeah, here we are. We're starting to look like a boat now. The hull and deck has come together. The putty is hard, and we're going to start to put all the accessories and rigging and make the boat specific to the dealer. The order form is here with the boat, and we'll fill it out. The employees know what they're supposed to do, and we'll get this boat built specifically for the customer with all the accessories he needs. Here's one thing that should make everybody a whole lot more comfortable. Key West Boats has gone all through its construction phases where we've started customizing this boat for the dealer or the consumer. Now what we've done with all its structure intact of the boat here, now we're foam filling this boat. We've already foam filled the stringer, put some in the hull, but now we've gone in and put a liquid foam that's run all the way to the bottom on the outside of that stringer, and it's free rising now, and it's rising all the way up, and it's going to come all the way up and glue this whole joint together through this rod holder, and then we'll put this rod holder down in place, fasten it in place, nip off the drain tube so any water that comes in and gets in this rod holder can get its way out all the way to the build so the boat doesn't gain weight later. But, everything's closed cell flotation, but we always want to make sure, keep in mind here at Key West Boats, we find place for water to make its way back to the build so the boat doesn't gain weight.